Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a August monthly favorites video. I meant to do these every month, and then obviously if you look at my channel you can see that the last time I did one was in January, so very sorry. I know that a lot of people were like, what? Where'd the monthly favorite videos go? And I forgot to do them, so we will just be picking it back up today. Today's, however, is probably potentially gonna be kind of boring because, as you guys know, if you've been looking at my other social medias, or even if you've just been keeping up with me here, I have been having a really astronomically horrible time health-wise, and it's just been really bad. I haven't really been able to film or do really much of anything. I've only even been able to leave my property, like my home slash like in front of my house. Like if I've been outside, it's been like on my street or in my yard lying down. Like aside from that, I have not left my house, and I've been like 99% like surface bound. So lying on the couch, lying in bed, lying in the yard, like on a blanket, lying in here. If I'm not like in any of those places, like I haven't left the house except for 2 vet trips and 1 failed attempt at trying to go to physical therapy this entire month. That is the only times I've been out of the house. Even I've been really struggling. Regression time has been more on the back burner because when I'm at like a very like symptom height, it's impossible to like really think about or do anything except for just deal with it. So I do apologize for my absence, both here and kind of on Patreon. I try to always like have content stored up for like in case this happens and stuff. So yeah, but all that to say, a lot of these favorites are going to be things that you've seen a bunch of times before, things you know are already my favorite, because a lot of them are like comfort items and things I've just kept close. So hopefully in the coming months there'll be a little bit more variety and stuff, but this is what we're working with today. Let's get into the video. Up first, the first category for my monthly favorites is my favorite craft. I'm, you know, very into like crafting and stuff. And this month I was not really able to focus on any like regression specific crafting, but there were a couple days when I was able to work in my journal. This is it. I made this cover, the back is messy, but this is my journal. I basically do like collage-y type like updates and kind of like bullet journaling and just like things about my life and stuff, and I hadn't worked in here since like March, so I was basically catching my journal up. So the pages I'm going to show you are titled like May, April. That's because I was just trying to catch up, and I still have to do like June, July, and August, but still going to show you the pages that are my favorites anyways. This is one I did about the day that my caregiver and I went and built fairy houses, or a fairy house rather. And then here is a list of my favorite moments in April. And then each month I try to take pictures of all the new flowers that I see in the yard, and then I pretty poorly identify them and draw them. So that was where the flowers for April. And then here is my May like title page, and I kind of like set some intentions for the month and stuff. My caregiver's face, but this is the page I made about my birthday. It's just more May memories. And a little page about the end of May that we spent by the ocean. And that's all. So I've caught up to like June 1st. But that is like really the only crafting I was able to do this month. And up next is favorite outfit. Like I said, not been leaving the house. Not been really doing anything. The only things I have really worn this month, besides like 2 outfits, are vintage nightgowns like this one and t-shirts that I stole from my caregiver. And by stole I mean he let me wear because they're baggy and comfortable. So, and that's all I've worn. Literally this whole month. So for outfit, I'm just gonna say vintage nightgowns like this one, but I'll put a picture of my favorite one up here. I think I was wearing it like 2 videos ago anyways, so you can go check that out. But yeah, up next for category we have a favorite toy. In this whole month I really only had one focused like playtime day, and the vlog of that is up on my Patreon if you want to check it out. But my favorite toy this month to play with was my toy cash register, and it does have like a scanner thing, but that is in a tub in my like play food tub right now. I'm not gonna go fishing for it, but it's just really satisfying. I love like clicking the things and all the money and the like price tag things, everything, all that's in here. But I played with this when my caregiver and I were playing Sandwich Shop. This was the cash register and it was really fun and cutesy. So now the next category is favorite doll, and I love all my dolls. I definitely have my favorites and the ones that I'm most bonded to, and this month I was doing pretty much like a Disney princess Disney movie marathon watch, because like I'm just lying there all day. Gotta do something. So I was doing that, and I got myself like reintroduced into Tangled, which I really liked Tangled as a kid, like when it came out, and then for some reason I just like hadn't watched it since and like hadn't refreshed my memory about it. So when I was doing my rewatch, I watched Tangled. I'm a real big creature of habit when it comes to watching movies and shows. Like most of the time I just rewatch the same like 5 things over and over and over and over and over, and Tangled just wasn't one that I did many rewatches of. Now it is. Like I've watched it like 3 times since I watched it the first time since I was a kid this month. So anyways, I have been kind of like fixated on that movie and on princesses. My favorite Disney princess of course is Aurora, and I relate to her the most. I relate to Rapunzel a lot as well. Like pretty much any princess that's like locked in a tower, except for the tower is my body and my home. And my evil witch or evil stepmother is POTS, gastroparesis, chronic fatigue syndrome, and chronic migraine. So I really only relate to like the before they get saved or like the before they discover the world part, but whatever. Also, fun fact, my name was supposed to be Aurora, and like my parents were fully gonna go ahead with that name, and then my grandmother told my mom she thought it was ugly, and then my mom changed it. All that to say, my favorite doll this month is Lillian, which is, she's the Rapunzel from Tangled Disney American Girl doll. But I renamed her Lillian because I always make like my dolls my own characters and stuff, so I pretty much kept her entire like personality. I just like modernified / like just changed her lore a little bit. I'll put her mood board up here, but this is her, this is the outfit I have her in. I wanted the colors and the vibe. These are the shoes, her meat shoes, but this is the vibe I have her right now. I had flowers in her hair, but I didn't want, since I was leaving her in this hairstyle, for the clips to like leave indents in her hair, so I took them out. But yeah, this is her outfit right now. And then the other doll I've been obsessed with is one of my reborns. Her name is Lottie. She's also the Lottie Sculpt by Laura Lee Eagles, but I'm not gonna put her on camera right now. But if you want to see her, and like if you're into like reborn doll content, all that is also on Patreon. But the next category is favorite book, and for that I'm doing the Fairy Realm series. My caregiver reads me a chapter every night usually, or sometimes we watch a show, but we're on the 2nd book now. This is one of my favorite book series from childhood, and rereading it has been really special. This is also like the adaptation, like the artwork and stuff that is like true to the one I read as a kid, which is really cool. So yeah, this for favorite book. And next we have activity. Obviously I have not been an activity doing or existing person really, so for activity I just have journaling and lying down outside on a blanket and trying to like soak up the last bits of summer. Along with that, I have been taking Petunia with me pretty much every time I go outside and I'm lying down, and just all around. So for favorite stuffed animal this month, or stuffed animal I'm most like fixated on and just hanging out with, we have Petunia. I love her very much. And she's the Jellycat Smudge Elephant. You guys probably know Petal, who is my Jellycat Smudge Bunny. But for this month I have her. They're best friends, they hang out, but she's been really special lately, so yeah. Next up we have movie, Tangled for this month, and show is Gilligan's Island, which is a comedy show from the 60s, and I grew up pretty much only exclusively watching media from the 60s and 70s. I did not have cable or like access to like the shows that were going on at my time, so I just watched on DVD pretty much what my parents watched when they were kids. And so Gilligan's Island for me is really nostalgic. It's funny, I think a lot of the things that make me feel nostalgic are probably things that would make people born in the 50s feel nostalgic. But yeah, love that show. It's another one that I watch over and over and over again, and it's my favorite for this month, so maybe check it out if you are into older shows, or I don't know, it's really funny and like campy and goofy, and it's a really like easy watch. The next category is accessory, but to be so real, aside from my Apple Watch and hair tie, and the few times I've gone out, obviously like the locket I always wear, I have not had any accessories whatsoever. I don't know, but I kind of messed with this category a little because I decided to make it instead of my accessory. I've loved accessorizing my stuffed animals lately, so I'm just gonna show you them in their little outfits with their bows, and their bows will be my favorite accessory for this month, and I think they just look so cute, so that's gonna be for accessory. And lastly in this category, just for basic like extra item, blanket, comfort item, soft thing that's not like a stuffed animal or doll, I have this blanket. I've just been really into kind of like the light fairy tale-esque like vibes lately, and I feel like this one fits that, and it's really cute and really soft. So this is my final favorite. That is, like I said, all of our categories, but I am gonna throw in a couple honorable mentions. Most of these are gonna be dolls. This Aurora soft doll has been really nice, especially like while I'm sick and I don't want to be like in bed with like hard plastic necessarily. Love her. So this doll, Tangled Vein, I have been loving this Disney collector doll. I think she's from 2016. I have literally wanted her for years and years and years. This is her hair. I got mine like semi secondhand, like theoretically new in box, but she has like her eyes messed up. I don't know if you can see it. And yeah, she has a few like little flaws, but I love her a lot. I don't know. Her face is so cute. I also want the Moana of this line because Moana is one of my other favorites. And then also like nostalgic item or just like other honorable mention, also secondhand, is this Pinkie Pie from 2006, and I wanted her so bad as a kid, and then I found her on eBay, and I had like alerts on eBay for this toy. So love her, and she will be our other honorable mention. And yeah, one last honorable mention that I forgot to mention is this Tiny Treasures book. It is from American Girl when they were still like under the name Pleasant Company. And so yeah, this is from Pleasant Company Publications, but from the American Girl library. This book was everything and more to me when I was a kid. This is what started my love of miniatures, and it's just so cute and so nostalgic, and I got it secondhand, and I'm extremely excited. So this is the other honorable mention in the book category. If you enjoyed this video, please, like I said, like it, comment, whatever. I hope you're doing really, really well. And if you want to see the part 2 to this video, which are basically items and things I don't feel super comfortable sharing on YouTube because they're just kind of more vulnerable, that part 2 second video will be on Patreon. And yeah, I hope you're having a good day and just a good end of summer. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.